Heads high is our posture. Against all odds, we gon' prosper. We know our place in this world. We gon' shine our lights till it hurts. Staying focused, we know our day coming. Negative vibes, we escape from it. We know our place in this world. We gon' shine our lights till it hurts.
What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you come into the channel, check out the content. And with that being said, I want to get right into it. Recently, the coach, Mike Krzyewski, he made some statements about JJ Redick. He was asked some questions about, how do he think JJ Redick will do as a coach in the league. And so, I want to listen to Mike Krzyewski's response. And then I want to, I want to respond to it myself and let you all, hear what I had to say about, what Mike Krzyewski said about his player, his player, JJ Redick.
Things to discuss. I like JJ Redick. I think he's smart. I think he's
So do I. I love him.
He's curious. He's feisty. He's competitive. All the things that make a great coach. Some have said he can be a little arrogant. He can be, but some of the great players and coaches have that. There's a line between that arrogance and confidence. When you hear that, when you hear the criticisms that he's a little arrogant, what do you make of that? Because I always thought he was super confident, but I kind of think that's his DNA. That's his edge. What do you make of those criticisms?
Yeah. Well, I don't pay any attention to him because, we're dominated by social media. So who is making the criticism? Where, opinions are good, but where's the opinion coming from?
Right.
And what's the source? For me, JJ's amazingly competitive and is prepared as well as any player that I coached at Duke. He's smart, he's confident, and he understands the game. And having 15 years of being a pro, he has empathy for the guy trying to make it when he's trying to make it, who makes it, and for the veteran who is still trying to make it. He was never a superstar in the NBA, but he was certainly a superstar in the National Player of the Year when he played in college. So,
all right, let me just like JJ Redick, in my opinion, at Duke, I never was like a Duke fan because I live in Maryland and I'm a Maryland fan, so I never was but in my opinion, JJ Redick, he was a very good ball player. I didn't like him when he was at Duke. I did like and appreciate his game when he got to the pros because he was able to elevate his game and to find his niche, so he was able to stick. So I could appreciate that part about JJ Redick. And obviously I don't know this guy on a personal level, so I that didn't weigh into anything. But as a player though, I liked him. I know he played for I remember when he played for the Sixers, he played for the Bucks. He also played for the Clippers. When he was at the Clippers, that's when he had his best year, when he was playing for the Clippers under Doc Rivers. That's when he had his best year in the NBA that time. But with that being said, I'm gonna get back to Coach K's comments about his former player.
I think he has empathy for what a roster would look like. He certainly understands the pro game, and he desperately wants to be a coach. And I think he's surrounded himself up to now, I don't know his entire staff, with some veteran coaches, which that will help him. But I love him. I think he's terrific.
All right, so let me comment on this right here, because this is a good point. What Coach say, like JJ Redick surrounded himself with some veteran coaches and a veteran staff, right? Which I think was a good idea because JJ Redick himself lacked experience. No matter how much of a basketball genius that you think you are or that people think he is, he's going to need like experienced, seasoned coaches around him who can help him in different situations. So that is a very important. He's not in a position to surround himself with inexperienced coaches or coaches that he can develop under his style, because he don't even have a style of his own. He's learning on the fly, right? And so with him learning on the fly like this and him not having an experience, he don't have the benefit of being able to mold coaches under his system, because he don't have a system right now. And so right now that's going to be that's going to be very important for him to be able to fall back on those coaches who have more experience than he do. And so I thought that was a good point, a very important point brought up by Coach K. Let me go back to the audio.
I think he can relate to his players at the best level.
Yeah. You've had such a great opportunity and have a relationship with LeBron James.
All right, so that was all right. So do I think JJ Redick will be able to relate, by him being a younger coach? Probably so. I think even when you watch his interviews, like JJ Redick, more often than not, he sided with like the players. So JJ Redick will probably turn out to be like a player's coach, especially at this level. You know what I mean? Where like when you going up against superstar ball players, like people pay to see the superstars. It's different than in college, so you don't have as much leverage as a college coach may have. So, and I think that will fit, although people think JJ Redick is arrogant, but I think that'll fit his temperament. The fact that he'll be coaching, professional athletes, grown men. I think that, he'll be able to do that. The only thing is, like I said, he's inexperienced. And, I think, that inexperience is going to kick in sooner or later. Even though he has, he got a veteran staff around him, he's going to have veteran players at certain points in time in the game. I think that'll, that might affect the game. I think that, I don't know if he had a respect of like LeBron James and Anthony Davis, that'll help. I don't know how much Anthony Davis is on board with this. It seems like LeBron James is on board with the decision, because he basically ushered this guy in there. But I just was wanting, I just wanted to hear people's opinion on what Mike Krzyewski had to say about his his former player JJ Redick. I don't think it'll be hard for him to be successful at his first stop. This is just like telling somebody that your first time, your first time to the majors and you go up, you got to hit a home run. Most people don't hit a home run, and it's going to be tough. I don't wish, I'm wishing him the best, but it's going to be tough for him to knock it out the park when he don't really have any experience. He, especially he didn't coach anywhere. He don't have any coaching experience. This is like an experiment. I want to see if he can do this. And if he can do it, then there will be no excuse coming from ownership when we talk about like how African Americans can't get certain jobs because they haven't worked their way up through the ranks. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this situation works out with JJ Redick. Like I said, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to leave a comment, and I will check you all out on the next video.